hacks, modern storage unpacked. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Modern Storage Unpacked, the podcast we make space for what matters. I'm your host, Hannah.
And I'm your co-host, Kaylee.
We are going to be diving into the chaotic world of internet storage hacks, from the genius to just the downright terrifying. Kaylee, I'm sure you, do you like TikTok?
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. Yeah.
I'm sure that you've seen, not just on TikTok, like they got a lot of like Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But have you ever tried any for yourself?
I have tried a lot of the skincare ones. Definitely putting like toothpaste on a pimple to try to get rid of it quicker. In my opinion, I think it does.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, but as far as like storage hacks, things like that, I don't know if I usually just will get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I haven't ever done storage hacks myself. I've done kind of similar, just like the life hacks, if you will, like bug spray on your headlights to get rid of the fog.
Yeah.
It didn't really work on my end of it. I just got a new car, so.
I was like, have you
I
done
just throw it away.
Just throw it away.
I'm kidding. But yeah, we're going to be diving into just some DIY hacks, maybe some fails, maybe all fails. We don't know.
Yeah.
And right now, especially in today's world, you could just look it up and find them anywhere. So we're going to be reacting to a couple here in a little bit. But first, we kind of want to go into what a storage hack really is. I would say a storage hack is just something that someone just had the need for some extra space, or and had this idea and wanted to kind of bring it to life, and maybe it worked for them. But in my opinion, some things might just need to stay in your house and in your head. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's definitely some things that I feel like some people will try to utilize as a storage hack. And it's kind of like, I mean, sure. Especially, I mean, we're talking about storage hacks, but I also think about the cleaning hacks too.
Yeah.
Where people have been like literally mixing chemicals to
clean the toilets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're just like putting a lot of different stuff
putting
in.
bleach with like vinegar and like
borax powder and stuff like that.
Yeah, like stuff that is literally like you should not be breathing this stuff in.
Yeah.
And yeah, just some of the stuff that people will put out there. It's kind of like, don't believe everything that you see online. Sometimes it actually doesn't work and it's put up by duct tape.
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone's like lifestyles are so different. Like, have you seen, is it Love is Blind?
Yes,
where
I have seen it.
the sock bin, the infamous sock bin. Gosh.
Okay, now you've lost me.
Who is I can't remember who the girl is. Anyways, they get engaged, everything's great. They move in together or whatever. And the guy finds out that she just has a communal sock bin instead of like having their own sock drawers and everything.
Yeah.
She's like, she grew up this way. Her family, they just have like a laundry basket full of socks, and it's like a free for all. Everyone just grabs socks out of there.
No. No.
But yeah, so we're going to be finding a couple TikTok videos of just like DIY storage moments, and we're going to be kind of just reacting to them, maybe rating them. So the top of the line, straight pass. It was a good DIY moment.
Yeah.
Modern Storage certified.
Yeah.
We're going to have a meh in the middle if we can't decide if it's
Meh.
like, it's not there yet, but it could be useful, or just a plain out storage sin, I feel like.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah. Okay.
I
like those.
You like those?
Those are our ratings.
Okay. Well, give us a moment. We're going to pull up some together.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, I would say the forethought and the idea is there. It's immaculate. I love it. Let's do it. But obviously they did not think about how much weight is going to...
Glasses
They only
heavy.
did 2 brackets.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Glass is heavy. So I love it. First off, using the vertical wall space
Yes.
It's great. I love floating shelves. They can add so much storage to your room, and it just, it can go with whatever vibe you're going with in your home too. It's very, very universal, but you got to have the right equipment and to withhold whatever weight if you're storing a couple photos on it would be one thing, but you got like whole glass sets. And
I don't know why they thought only 2 brackets would hold it. You need at least, I would think at least 3, 2 on the ends and then
Find
one
the
in the
studs,
middle.
maybe.
Yeah, find some studs.
Yeah.
But I would just think about sleeping and then that just falls in the middle of the night.
100%. Oh my gosh! Like imagine it being above your bed.
Me too.
So I'm so teetering on the line of just like modern storage certified and man in the middle because I love the idea of it. The idea is so there, but you got to go that extra mile to make sure it's secure because it's a safety hazard. I mean, if you have any friends with kids that come over, anything like someone could have seriously been hurt, or kids just coming up and grabbing things like. That's why there's a lot of furniture nowadays that are made with like bolts that with things that you can bolt it into the wall because kids will climb up on dressers and topple over, and there's just been so many lawsuits on it. So you just got to secure your stuff, man.
Yeah, I would say that it's a great storage hack. I would say that it is, if done properly. I think it could be modern storage like certified.
Yeah.
Just because had we have done it at one of our stores, it would have been,
on point.
secure.
Yeah, secure.
That would have been secured. Okay?
I like that. All right.
So what's funny is that a lot of retail stores hang up their jeans like that.
Really?
By the belt loops. Yeah, they'll hang them and use like S hooks and just one rod.
Yeah.
And we'll loop them through the belt loops and hang them that way.
Yeah.
It's horrible for the belt loops. I don't recommend anyone hanging your jeans unless you just don't want belt loops eventually. But
I love that didn't look tacky. I love that they just didn't go and get like a black shower rod and clear hooks. It like gold and it matched with everything. And honestly, it looked like it was made for hanging your hats.
Yeah.
Like it looked good in that place. So
honestly, I like the hanging of the hats. I think that that's a great way to display the hats. It's a great way to see all the ones that you own, opposed to them being just stacked on top of each other like they were. So
100%.
I think that one's pretty certified.
I'll say it's pretty modern storage certified. You get a big old check.
Yep.
I like it. There's not many of those out there, but again, I do like that.
Yeah.
That one worked not just for them. I feel like that could work in any household. So.
And you don't necessarily, I feel like you wouldn't have to use one where you actually like nail it in the wall. If you could use a tension rod.
Yeah. Or like command strips or something because they're not that heavy. It's not something like.
Don't hang jeans up like that.
It's not going to be the floating shelves moment.
Purses. There is another storage hack for purses. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a video. I'll find it. I have it somewhere. But you take a chain and you bolt it to the ceiling, and then you use S hooks and hang your purses like all around just the chain.
You just got a big.
The video makes it look so much cooler than how I'm describing it.
Oh my gosh, just floating from the ceiling like an upside down Christmas tree of purses.
Yeah. Yeah. But on a chain.
On a chain.
I'm going to
Makes
find the
it
video.
so much better.
We're going to play the video right here. And that's how cool it is.
Yeah, I just think that, slap some ornaments on it. Some lights and
you could actually. I think it would be so cute if someone strung lights through the chain before they started hanging their purses, and it could turn on and then glow through all the purses. I would send it to you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is really cool."
Okay, we'll definitely do it. All right, let's move on to the next.
So college me would love that. College me would probably think that that is the coolest hack ever. Adult me, I'm just seeing you just putting them in boxes. I don't know. It's a great way to store stuff if you really need to. I do like the fact that you're able to see everything instead of like a normal bin. If you scoot it back, you have to pull it out and like dig through it. So I like that thought of it.
I'm going with a straight up storage sin.
Oh, wow.
I do not
horrible.
like it. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
I
like,
thought I was being mean.
I get the concept of it. And like you said, you can see everything, yada, yada, yada. But like, I cannot just imagine walking into someone's house and seeing like milk crates and like rolled up clothes inside. Like, and they're not even the same colored milk crates. Like, there's like a green and a pink and a white and a black. And it's just like, you know, at the very least, I think she had it in her closet so that it works for her. Listen, maybe if it's your first time moving into a place and you don't have dressers and stuff like that yet, I think that could be a short-term option. I will give you that. But as anyone in their more adult years, I'm going to just say storage sin. Oh my gosh. Okay. I would be so embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
If someone came home and was like,
college me. I mean, that's a great hack. I mean, they seem really cheap. I'm pretty sure you can get them at Walmart for like $1, $2, especially during college season. Mm-hmm. And you can get them in multiple colors. Why you would get them in random colors, I don't know. I'd at least go with the color scheme. But yeah, folding them up, rolling them up, things like that. I mean, I don't see anything bad. Honestly, I would think if you got like really pretty wooden ones and then really nice towels and
like if there was a bathroom, wooden ones with some like cute, matching towels or something to go with it. Mm-hmm. I can see that vision for sure. It's like, I
like that. Okay, so this is straight up sin.
Well, that was my rating. We can have different views. Obviously,
I would probably just say meh. Okay. I mean, it's not. I think that it's great for what it is. It looks pretty secure, so it's not going to fall or collapse. But am I going to do it? No.
Okay. So. I like that. All right.
Okay. So where does one get a hay rack?
I'm sure you can Amazon it.
Okay, I guess you're right.
I'm like 1,000% sure you can Amazon it for sure.
I'm thinking I go to my local Tractor Supply and
that too. Yeah.
Say, where are your hay racks?
I love it. So
I think it's a great idea.
As someone who has way too many blankets, like anytime I'm sitting on the couch, I don't care if it's a hot July summer night, I have to have a blanket.
Have a blanket, yep.
Like I love that because I have so many blankets. I have a storage ottoman that has blankets. I also have a blanket basket, and I feel like it just takes up some space. Like I've had to move my dog's bed out of the way to put that in there, and it's like I'm sacrificing my dog's bed for my blankets. Yeah, and so the fact that it's like up in a corner, and you can make it cute with the way that you throw things in, and anytime you need one, you just pull it out. I think it's great. Personally, I'm going to rate that as modern storage certified. In fact, I'm going to go on Amazon and look this up.
We're going to show a picture.
It's going to be at my house in a week.
Yeah, she's going to have one and we'll share a picture at the end of the next episode.
I love it. Seriously, whoever came up with that hack, like you're saving a lot of blanket lovers.
I want to know how bulky it is. Definitely hanging on a wall. I'm nervous I'd hit my head. Like how I will say wherever she had it, it seemed like it was in a corner, like perfect for her house. Yeah, I would I want to know how far out from the wall it comes. But
and if you ever get a horse one day, you got a hay feeder.
Day. Yeah,
I like that. That kind of goes into I feel like what kind of really was booming there for a while was those blanket ladders. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my gosh. Yes, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Yes, wow.
Those really went
were
viral.
Very
yeah,
popular.
Yeah, very, very popular. I feel like everyone had a blanket ladder, and I love that too. I think it's kind of bringing a little bit of like farmhouse chic into it, and I feel like that does the same thing, just like out of like if you don't have a lot of floor space like me, you're sacrificing your dog bed for your blanket basket or whatnot. Get you a hay feeder.
Yeah,
Just pull it straight through. That's awesome. What do you rate it?
Again,
I
would
said
say
mine.
that it's pretty certified. I would say that like if you have the space and you have a lot of blankets, I think that it's great. It makes it seem really easy. And as someone who hates like folding things and trying to squish it all together, that toss, that's so easy.
Yeah, and then the
Just,
pool.
yeah, so easy.
Okay, we like it. Let's move on to the next.
So I don't have a child. I'm just gonna say that. But as a young kid, I loved bath toys. Loved it. And I had tons of them. And I feel like if my parents had somewhere like that kind of basket, it would have been so much easier because I mean they would get really like gross and like
No, 100%. As a mom, I do love the hack. I think it's great because it does get, there's enough space in it where water does drain out.
yeah.
One of my concerns would be I wonder how much it sticks out, if that makes any sense.
Well, I also too because they're just command hooks. So I would think that before you start the bath, since they're already dried, you'd take the basket off, run the water, and then
That
just
makes
dump them in
sense.
there, and then just put the baskets back up at the end of.
I was going to say also, how are the kids going to reach it? Because it did seem a little high, but you just answered my question there. Yeah, you just take it off and like,
Yeah.
all right, have fun playing.
Yeah,
I
great for,
had
like, a
something
pool or a
kind
river.
of similar that I had bought from a store back when my son was younger. And it was kind of like almost like a mesh holder that like it had like little things that suction to the sides, but it like almost that in the bath. And I noticed that mesh like being soaked in the water for some time, it kind of got gross and
it's
stuff
still
like
fabric,
that. Something
so.
like that metal wire, wouldn't happen to
It'd be
it.
a lot easier to clean too.
Yeah, so
You
I
can
feel
just wipe it
like
down.
this might save a mom near you. Send her over that video. Who knows?
I mean, heck, I wouldn't even just think toy wise, if you just have very limited shower space in general, or if you're, utilizing a communal shower, heck, you could just take your basket, set it up with all of your shower stuff right in there. And
That's
then
a good
whenever
yeah.
you leave, you just take that basket, you can shake it out. So I'd say it's modern storage certified.
I think I'm leaning there with you. Wow, so many. I'm going to Dollar Tree after this.
So I love people who go to Dollar Tree and tell us all of the hacks. I mean, heck, Dollar Tree has some really cool like products in general. Shout out to the Deal Guy on YouTube. Highly recommend you watch him. He's great.
Okay.
He tells you all the deals at Dollar Tree.
Like the discounts, clearance, whatever stuff like they've gone
And
on
just
like
cool
that.
stuff that's like
There.
new products and similar products that you would find like that are, very much like Walmart but it's at Dollar Tree and a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
So-
I love Dollar Tree personally.
It's
I
great.
mean, even my kid, like we go there, I'm like, pick out whatever you want, babe. You know?
Heck yeah. Heck, I mean, the real ones remember when it was like 99 cents.
Yes, it was actually
It was
a dollar.
actually a dollar.
And then there was like, I feel like, Civil War broke out when $1.25 became a thing, like it was wild.
Sad.
But I love a good Dollar Tree hack. Now, I'll go into like the very first part of it where you're putting like a mop and broom holder for your, that alone.
Genius. I would never think about that.
No. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, no, doesn't even, so that takes up, I feel like, a lot of my space. And the fact that when you open the doors, it's behind the doors. It's not even taking up any space in there. Like, that is a huge, huge hack. I did like the hairdryer one in a sense. Like, it was a cute way to store it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen better hacks used for those things. I've seen people utilize those in pantries to stack like chips or cans to keep them a little bit more organized. So the hairdryer part was like, sure.
But the turntable?
That's
turntable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love those. I actually saw a hack, and I use one in my fridge to display just all of our like sauces, ones that would just take up so much room if you stacked them in the door or stacked them like just in a shelf. So I put a little caddy in, or it's a Lazy Susan actually. I put a Lazy Susan in there, and now we can just turn it.
My mom has that in her spice cabinet. She's got like, it was like a 2-tiered one, and it was working great until like the bottom one broke and it wasn't turning. And like she lived like that for a few months before she like took everything out, fixed it, put it, because she was just like, I don't want to deal with it because there's so many spices. So many spices.
The Lazy Susan is awesome. It's a great thing to use. Now, the one that we both shocked at was she took, as you saw in the video, she took those pink foam rollers and stuck them into
just like a square plastic bin
to make little jewelry holder, which to me, like, genius, especially if you do get one of those acrylic drawers for like jewelry. It's kind of just an open space. Yeah. So sometimes if you do want to use it for rings, you can just toss them in there and they can kind of get a little shoved around.
Or if you're going on vacation for a while, that'd be a good way to like store, you don't have to bring your whole jewelry container there, but like you can have your own like set up in your bathroom of like, what am I going to wear today?
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool.
It was so smart because I didn't
know where that was going. I was like, well, not everybody uses rollers nowadays.
Yeah.
Or is she just shoving them in there? And so we were both like,
whoa. Yeah, it was very shocking. I was shocked because I actually have those pink rollers. And so I'm like,
you do?
Yes, I do.
Use them?
Yeah, I'll use them sometimes.
Okay.
It's definitely like faith. when using them.
But yeah, recapping a little bit, I think for that one specifically, I'm going to go with Modern Storage Certified.
Oh, for sure. I would say that anything Dollar Tree related is pretty certified, honestly. You can do a lot with Dollar Tree items.
You really can. Like, what could go wrong? You lose a couple dollars.
$1.25.
Yeah, $1.25. That was really, really good. I'm definitely going to have to put those to use. But yeah, that was fun. If you guys have your own specific hack that y'all have tried, a DIY moment, whether it was a fail or you feel is Modern Storage Certified, send it our way. We'd love to react to it. Yeah. I think it'd be good to have like another video of us, podcast of us doing this where we react to like simply what our listeners kind of send in to us. So send us your either hack or fail. All right, don't forget to subscribe to us. We are out on YouTube and Spotify and I think Apple Music.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcast from. So stay tuned for the next episode of Modern Storage Unpacked, and we'll see you next time.
That's a wrap for this episode of Modern Storage Unpacked. Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe and check out modernstorage.com for more ways to stay ahead in the storage industry. See you next time.